Hey YouTubers! That's MJ. I'm Mark. Today we're going to be talking about another Dragon Ball Super speculation theory video. And if you guys have seen episode 98, I believe it was, that just aired today, probably posting this on Sunday, so I guess yesterday, you guys saw that there's been a lot of speculation about there. There was something that happened around the very end of the episode that put the entire community on freaking lockdown, like on watch, like, what the hell? What's going on here? So obviously the angel of Universe 9, Mojito, whatever his name is really, makes me thirsty, but that's another video, another topic for another day.
It sounds like what my mom calls me. My mom calls me Mojito, so it sounds like that.
Anyway, so
he's the MJ of Universe 9, bro.
Anyway, so like the one thing is he's smiling as soon as his universe gets erased, and a lot of people are sitting there scratching their heads going, the hell's going on here? And honestly, this isn't new. I mean, I have talked about this at length in the past. MJ has as well. There's a lot of people in the community who want a evil angel, god of destruction, evil Zeno, evil, Grand Priest, evil something, someone who Goku and Vegeta can't touch, and then that will create such a dire situation. But I have a theory as to why he is smiling, and it kind of goes back to a lot of the things that we've heard and seen throughout most of this entire universe, or I guess all the stuff that's been explained about the multiverse through Whis and the last couple arcs of Dragon Ball Super. I mean, almost entirely everything that's been explained about these universes since the very beginning of the series, really. So back before the Champa arc, before Champa kind of comes in, or they get during that particular tournament, Whis just like kind of breaks down for them. He's like, look guys, look, it's all really simple. There are 12 universes in this kind of ring. Every time we see the universes, they're in this weird ring where they're twins of each other. So you and Universe 6 are twins because if you add them together, it makes 13. Same way with everything else that we've seen. And so with all these universes being twins, that was kind of established. Like this 13 rule was established and all this other stuff. But in the Future Trunks arc, Whis kind of butts his head in here again. I don't know why he keeps doing this. He keeps changing the rules on us. He says that Zeno's really powerful. He got annoyed one day and he destroyed 6 universes lickety split just like that. Mm-hmm. And although that kind of puts the 13 rule out of commission, like, wait, how did that ever make sense if it was never like that at any point? But I'll get to that. So now we have a situation where 4 universes are exempt, 1, 12, 5, and 8, and all the other universes are actually going to be fighting for their chance to survive. After all is said and done, like Universe 9, all of the other ones get erased. We only have 5 universes left. And I think one thing that this will happen is it will either bring an unbalance to everything going on, because we literally have 1 universe left without its twin sibling. And what if that kind of breaks this kind of circle or idea of everything going on, and potentially causes the Zeno or both Zenos to basically lose their powers or not be as strong as they could be? Because another one of my theories is, although we don't necessarily know what Zeno is right now, we don't necessarily know how he's connected to everything. All we know is that he sits upon the throne of the multiverse. What if, unbeknownst to him, or even just an idea, is he believes, or someone, or this is actually the case, but what if with each passing universe, with each universe that's destroyed, Zeno gets weaker? Because he's no longer connected to so many living beings and so many living things. Like, Zeno is legitimately the Genki Dama, like, in life form for all the multiverse, and he's connected to this stuff, and it's where he gets all of his power. But if he destroys one, completely erases them out of existence, he is, he's weaker. And then that would allow the Grand Priest, if he is evil, to step to Zeno and potentially erase Zeno. What are your thoughts? I know it was loud. That was a lot, I know.
I just want to say this before I get back to you. Can we just like appreciate the fact that Sidra went out like a legit boss, like an OG? like you had Ro, which is completely understandable. He's literally dying. You had Ro screaming "Zeno-sama," at the top of his lungs, and then you had all the universe fighters just freaked out with their jaws open, and Sidra's just there like a G, bro, mouth closed, accepted his fate, bro. Like I never liked him, but after seeing that. That's dope. Like that was like some OG mob boss shit. Okay, I'm dead, so I might as well just accept it. That was cool. But anyways, going back, I completely agree with your theory. That's something I actually would like to see. The idea that if somehow, some way, when the angels are kind of just like dropped, and then the hierarchy is like disturbed. I don't know why I'm doing that. When you get my point. When it's disturbed, the angels are malfunctioning or cease to function.
They're just.
I can't speak. Zeno, starts to dwindle. Starts to decrease in power. Maybe it even like kills them. Who knows? You can go like really far with it. To be honest, this isn't the first time I heard it. Maybe it was you that told me this. I remember hearing this before. The idea that basically. The Grand Priest is that it's not Zeno, but the Grand Priest is that the reason why the Grand Priest never came to stop Goku Black and Zamasu was because when Zamasu went and killed the Kaioshin, it stopped the gods of destruction, right? And then when you stopped the gods of destruction, you stopped the angels. And then when the angels ceased to function, they had no power. Then the Grand Priest ceased to function. Almost like a pyramid, like they disrupted the hierarchy. So with with the Grand Priest gone, maybe he didn't have his powers, or maybe he even died from it. Who knows? That's the reason why no one ever came to help. You know what I mean? Because it's like the guards are there to watch Zeno, but Zeno is just there like playing checkers with planets. So it's like he would never really. It seems like the Grand Priest is kind of the one who watches in on people, and the one like they weren't calling Zeno to teleport them to the Tournament of Power. They were calling the Grand Priest. You know what I mean? Like Whis. So it's like the Grand Priest may have a knowledge of what's going. Remember, this is a good fucking example. Remember the Zenos, they didn't know what was going on with the Tournament of Power. The Grand Priest brought out that orb, and he's like, "Here, watch the universes as they prepare." So they may not have known. So this may actually add some validity to your theory here, is that could have happened. Maybe there is something there to that. Who knows? Maybe that's the real reason why Zeno never came, because he legit did not know. And even though he may have the power to destroy universes and wipe everything out, he just didn't know. And the guards maybe are only there to just serve Zeno, so they didn't have that knowledge either. You know what I mean? It's like, think about it. Yeah, they have the power, but they're not exactly, rocket scientists. You know what I mean? So it's like they may not know how to access and look upon every single universe. I'm just saying, I just think your theory is cool, and I think the Goku Black arc may have proven that. Maybe, who knows? Because it would work. Like, it could work. You take out the Kaioshin, you take out the gods of destruction, then the angels stop to function, and then maybe the Grand Priest goes too. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, I think you even mentioned this before we started recording, but it kind of puts it in perspective. We don't know how Mojito is actually, whether he's strong now, or this is what happened when Goku Black was rampaging, or whether they disappeared, they became inert, or all this other stuff. We don't know. Like, does he still have everything? Honestly, and that's the thing. Like, without that knowledge, we really don't know exactly how these guys are going to be useful, or why exactly the angels are being spared this destruction. I mean, there's really no reason to, other than the fact that this is, they're his children, the Grand Priest's children, so he doesn't want them to be destroyed. But like you're saying, it could be that if they are destroyed in such a way, like if not everything is, I guess, destroyed in the way that they're doing it right now. Obviously, Goku Black didn't destroy all the gods of destruction. He literally destroyed the gods of creation in order to destroy the gods of destruction, but left everything else. And that kind of made the angels useless. At least that's the way they were talking about. So what if by keeping the angels alive and just eradicating everything else, the Grand Priest still has his power? But by eradicating everything else, like I said earlier, Zeno is losing his power. At least enough. He's sitting there going like, there's too many universes. they need to go, they're too hard to watch. But like you're saying, like there's very little indication that Zeno gives a shit. But as long as, like, you know, the idea is, like, maybe the idea is, you know, as long as there's enough universes out there, as long as Zeno is connected to enough, then no one can touch him. But if you dwindle it down too much, maybe there's another person out there who could literally take him out and you know, be the strong person that could actually take him out and create a huge threat going forward, especially since we just got rid of a ton of good fighters to the entire thing. So I know it's kind of a weird, wacky theory, but I thought it was kind of cool.
I mean, we have to address it. I mean, we've seen it on Twitter. I've already seen it in the comment sections. It's like, it's all coming back. You know what I mean? Remember how the Grand Priest smiled during the Zen exhibition match and everyone thought he was evil? It's like, it's coming back, but it's coming back even like hardcore, because even more hardcore, and it's coming back full throttle because now you have like the other angel smiling. And there was a very weird scene. I don't think it was him smiling, but it showed like him just by himself, and then it showed all the gods of destruction like watching him. It looked really weird. Like, I didn't know what they were trying to go off of that. I mean, obviously, we already knew he was on the bench by himself. I don't know why they needed to show that scene where he, like, a faraway shot of him there and the gods of destruction are watching him. It was a very weird scene. I'm not sure if they're trying to imply something with that or stuff, but overall, I mean, the whole theory about this, the hierarchy, I do like that theory, and like we said, we discussed the Zamasu stuff, so maybe that could even tie in with it. And plus, I think people gotta really remember this. Like, even if Mojito or Mojito, even if MJ lost all his power, let's just say, let's call him MJ, bro. Even if MJ lost all his power or ceased to function, you know what I mean? Maybe somehow the Grand Priest can, like, nullify that as long as he's there, or as long as he's still alive. Because remember, the Grand Priest is one crazy motherfucker. Excuse my language. The dude is literally teleporting multiple people from literally a universe to a place with like no void, nothingness. On top of that, he's able to nullify key abilities so you can't fly, and then he also changed the tournament to match your gravitational pull of each fighter that was where they were born. It's like, this dude is doing some fifth dimensional comic book shit. So it's like, you know, you get my point. If the angel ceased to function without him stopping it, you know, it could render him useless, you know what I mean? And I think that would be a cool thing to move forward with. I just like your theory overall. I always like your theories. Big sexy.
Anyway, guys, I think we're going to leave it at that. Please make sure to like this video, comment all your thoughts and opinions on this speculation. Make sure to share all of yours as well, because we want to hear about that in the comment section below. Please make sure to go check out MJ. Guy makes some really awesome content, daily Dragon Ball anime content for anyone who's interested. Stuff's really good. And also, make sure to go support him. The guy's almost at 10,000 subs, and honestly, no one else in this community deserves as much love as he does. So please make sure to go check him out. But don't forget to, I guess, hit that bell over by the subscriber button for notifications every single time I upload. And also make sure to share this out to all your friends. But with that being said, guys, I hope everyone has a good day. It's been real.